Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s CEO, Leonard Ellerby, speaks out about the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight and points out something very unfortunate about the ticket sales and the money that would be made by both of the fighters. This coming from somebody that is most definitely an expert in the subject matter. And it ain't good news. Let's talk about that in this video. All right. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s CEO, Leonard Ellerby of Mayweather Promotions, come out and make a statement about how unfortunate it is that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, the fighters, are going to lose a whole lot of money because the people that put their fight on don't know what they're doing. The specific reason that he gave, I was intrigued by because he used a technical term that I had not heard before, but it made me have to look it up and understand it before I did this video, and it is called scaling. Now, before I get into the details and how this inability to properly scale this fight will be the second fight in a row where Devin Haney will have left a lot of money on the table. And sometimes, you got to let the pros do their job. And maybe one of the reasons why Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and guys like Manny Pacquiao that came to the PBC and guys like Canelo Alvarez that came to the PBC, maybe there's a reason that they're doing it. Because sometimes when you do jobs yourself that you really don't understand, you may not do them as well as other people who are expert in the area. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos, and subscribe. Also, thank you to everybody that comes by the live streams we do every day. We definitely going to be cooking on these in the live streams. And thank you to my guy, the Matty O. Thank you to Jay Miltz. Thank you to Jay Miller. Thank you to Barbara D. Really, really appreciate you guys very, very much. And thank you to people that, are a mature audience. I did my demographics on my YouTube channel, and this is most definitely a channel for adults. Significant portion of people are over the age of between 24 and 35, then 35 and 45, 45 and 54. Largest number of people that comes to this channel, and I think that it is a really good reflection on the maturity of thought that we have on the channel. So this is going to, offend some people, I'm sure, who are not in that demographic, who have not lived long enough to realize that, hey, man, it's over years and years of doing something, you get more and more experience. And if you keep doing, if you have the fundamentals and you keep doing it, you get better at it. That would include not just boxing or baseball or things that kids do, also things like marketing fights, understanding what fights are going to do, what fights are big, what fights are not going to be, especially if you're for, a few decades promoting things, right? Maybe in the case of Al Heyman, at least 4 decades or 5, I believe, in this 4th decade, the 80s, the 90s, the 10s, and the 20s. 4 decades of doing it. The guy may know a 2 or thing about what he's doing. So Leonard Ellerby says when he talked about the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight, he's like, man, somebody is screwing up over there. And he basically said, look, you guys need to worry less about cracking jokes and being funny. Definitely taking a shot at Bill Haney, and worry about all them effing tickets you got still sitting in that box office. And said, look, man, I don't know who it was that did the scaling for this fight. did the scaling for this fight, but they don't know what they're doing. And this time it's not on Eddie Hearn. Now, I have to read you a definition of scaling. What does it mean to scale content? Expanding your reach and increasing revenue without significantly raising costs. Let me repeat that. Expanding your reach and increasing revenue without significantly raising costs is the process of scaling digital marketing. Scaling is still going to be a business term, and it'll apply to marketing. And honestly, this is digital marketing as well as involved in this. This can be achieved by implementing strategies to allow you to grow your audience, improve conversion rates, optimize resources efficiently. So the first one, which is grow your audience, that is obvious, right? You're out there trying to reach people, and you're trying to get people to recognize and know that the fight is going on. Improving conversion rate means that you want to convert the people that hear about it to people that actually buy it. Very key factor. It's not okay just for everybody to know the fight is taking place. You actually have to make them want to buy it. Then in optimizing resources effectively. So what are your resources in a boxing match? It is the fighters that you have available. The resources are also the stadium in which you can put the fight on, and the money that you would market a fight with. So why would he say that there's a problem with scaling? Well, the first thing obviously is, the biggest thing obviously is the location. The location and the marketing and the location and the resource not being utilized effectively, whatever the case is. I am not a promoter, so I can't tell you what in detail what a Leonard Ellerby or what an Al Heyman or somebody like a Steven Espinoza or Eddie Hearn would be able to tell you. However, it seems to me that getting that whole Barclays Center and having those tickets sitting in that box is going to cost a lot of people money, because you actually have to pay for the arena. That arena is not there for free. You've got to pay a fee in order to have that fight there. So those guys in the race that they're getting paid for the tickets that they're selling and the prices and how those tickets are dropping, that could also be another strategy. How do you convert them into an audience? Well, you don't try to price people into oblivion. Maybe that's something. But whatever the case is, not a good look so far, as we are 10 days away from the fight and the place is half empty. If you look on any major ticket spot where you can buy a ticket master, which separates tickets that are not sold from tickets that are being resold, that place is full of tickets that have never been sold. So man, it's real tough. Now, I would also say that people marketing the fighters are also kind of messing up a little bit with Ryan Garcia doing all that wacky stuff he's doing on the internet. And over time, like you said, man, cracking all those jokes are fine and dandy. But man, if those tickets don't sell, that's going to cost you a lot of dough. Anyway, just wanted to update you on that. Learned a new phrase. I'm not an MBA, but I will be studying scaling as it applies to marketing live events, so that we can break this down a little bit more detail in the live streams that we have. But thank you very much for listening to me. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the comment sections or over there on Twitter or Instagram. You can follow me in multiple places. Please do. And with that, I'm out. Deuces. Gervonta Davis trailing significantly behind Devin Haney in his career as we head into their fights coming up with Frank Martin and with Ryan Garcia. Look at what this logic is in this video. It's tough, man. It's tough on me. However, Devin Haney is outselling Gervonta Davis in his career and is doing better than Devin Haney, than Gervonta Davis is in his career. And we're going to talk about that. I got to restart that one.